Hey guys, it's your girl Amira. So I just wanted to come on here really quickly because I just finished an interview for an ICU position. I am a new grad. I have not graduated from school yet, and I literally just got off the phone. And if you're anything like me, you've been preparing, trying to watch videos to see what they're going to ask you, what you should know. And I'm here to tell you the things that you should know and things that helped me along the way. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so the interview started, of course, with us greeting each other, and then we went straight into tell me about yourself. So when you're talking about yourself, there's a lot of different answers out there, but what I would say from my research and what works for me, I would say keep it current. So for me, I say something like, hi, I'm Amira. I am going to be finished nursing school in about 2 weeks. I'm scheduled to take my NCLEX in the second week of January. I'm really passionate about nursing. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm highly adaptable, extremely coachable. I'm an effective communicator. Just things about myself that they should know. And then I'll end it with, and I'm just looking for an opportunity where I can put the classroom skills into clinical practice. Then my interviewer went on to ask me, what did she ask? Oh, she asked me what I knew about the hospital. So this is really important. You have to look up the hospital. I would say look up their mission statement, look up their core values, look up any awards they've gotten, look up the size of the unit, look up just anything you can. Patient stories, look up community outreach opportunities and things that they're implementing. And then you want to tie all of that back into what you do. And then for me, I also made sure that I noted it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really interested in this unit. You guys have run the Beacon Award for 2018 and 2019. That's something I really want to be a part of. And she was really impressed. She was like, oh, you've heard about that? And I was like, yes, I have. It's really impressive. I also said, you guys are really innovative and you're a teaching hospital. And that's something that I feel it would benefit me as a new grad because I need patience. I need someone who's going to give me the environment and the opportunity to learn and better my skills and become a safe and competent nurse. They love when you hit on safety. They love when you talk about how you're going to be a team player. They love just be yourself, honestly. I know that's very cliche, but be yourself. I'm a cheesy person. I smile, I do my thing, and then I bring it right back. Make sure when you're listening, you're nodding along. You're making sure you're actively listening. Throw in a right or okay. Maybe a that's awesome. Things like that. She also asked me about if I've ever worked on a critical care unit. Now, I have not worked on a critical care unit. You gotta flip it. So I have not worked on a critical care unit, but currently, no. I said, I have not worked on a critical care unit. However, I've worked at 4 to 5 different hospitals in Baltimore, and I've been on units such as Mother Baby, Med Surg, Observation. What else have I been on? IMC, cardiac floor, things of that nature. So I said I've been similar, and I know it's not the same, but it's kind of in the same arena. And she was like, yeah, you're right. So I made sure that I let her know I wanted to be challenged. I was motivated. I was extremely coachable. I made sure that I really hit on those key terms, the effective communicator, working safely, things like that. The next thing she asked me is what I look for in a leader. And I let her know that I'm looking for someone who's going to be patient with me, someone who is going to know that I'm a new grad and just give me the opportunity to learn, someone that I can learn from, someone who's able to delegate and effectively communicate. And yeah, so it went really well. Of course, I asked my questions. I asked about educational opportunities, advancement as far as leadership roles, because that is something that I'm interested in. And then she just started giving me the rundown of the unit, to be quite honest. So she was telling me about the nurse to patient ratio, which is 2 to 1. And she was saying, nurses have to be adaptable. Sometimes it's 3 to 1. She was letting me know that this is kind of a newer unit. It's been a unit, but they needed more beds, so they now have 2 locations. She let me know that there are 5 other applicants as well that I believe she's looking to hire. The way that she was speaking, it sounded like it was pretty much a done deal, but we're going to be humble here because we just got to be humble. We just got to be humble, okay? We're not going to claim it until it's ours. So, yeah, she was telling me about the unit. She was telling me about the nurse to patient ratio. She was telling me about how I'll be paired with preceptors. I will have both a primary and a secondary. The primary is who I'll go with the most, and the secondary is who I'll be with in case the primary nurse is on vacation or something. And also because, excuse me, with this unit, like the second week, well, so the nurse residency program is 13 weeks total. 6 weeks in the classroom. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's 13 weeks. 16 weeks is a critical care course, and then 6 weeks is actually on the unit. So the first week we'll be in the classroom. We'll learn things like chest tubes, NG insertions, drains, plenty other things. And then the second week will be, or the second half will be on the unit. We'll have 8 hour days with different preceptors to get adjusted. This is also rotating. So she said that no one gets hired anymore for just days or just nights. Everyone is considered rotating because people usually have a preference, and then when there's a need or a fill on the unit, then people don't really want to pick up those shifts. So to avoid all that, no one is hired for strictly days, no one is hired for strictly nights. She let me know that she's been the director of this unit for 17 to 18 years, which was a little intimidating. I'm not even going to lie. But she let me know, like, you know, I've handpicked everyone. We have a good thing going. She let me know that everyone takes the initiative, and everyone, you know, that the hospital supports education, whether it's NP school or CRNA and leadership, management roles, things of that nature. And that kind of caught me off guard because when you watch these interview videos, they're saying, don't tell them you want to go to NP school. Don't tell them you want to go to CRNA school because they will not want to hire you. And it was interesting to me that that's what she went for. She was like, I know, like, ICU is a great place to learn these skills, and I would never hold my nurses back from being everything that they want to be. So for me, that was really interesting. I was like, okay, let's take this head on. And honestly, I don't know exactly where I want to go, so I didn't even go too much into that. I was just like, that's awesome to hear about. I'm glad that they offer that. That's great for the employees who want to better themselves, and I hope to take advantage of that one day. Keep it simple. Don't go too much into detail. They don't need to know all that. I told her that I was eager to learn everything. I enjoy challenges, and I am interested in critical care because I'm able to help people who have the most complex needs. I'm able to critically think. I'm able to problem solve, and she seemed to really like everything. There was a bit of confusion because, as you may know, I'm in the accelerated second degree program, so she knew what it was, but for some, like, in the beginning, she was really confused. She was like, I'm confused. You have 2 degrees in nursing? And I was like, no, my first degree is in exercise science, and then I'll be finished my second degree in like 2 weeks, and that's in nursing. And she was like, oh, okay. So that was a bit of confusion there. She did mispronounce my name a few times, but it didn't even bother me, to be quite honest. Like, I was not going to correct her. I was like, if this goes any further, then I'll let you know in person, but I'm not going to correct you. You're fine. Unless she asked. Sometimes she was like, am I saying that right? And I was like, oh no, it's Amira. She was like, okay, great. This hospital is also like a community hospital. They give to underserved communities and low cost to free services depending on, you know, the situation. They're just really innovative teaching hospital, really large. So she let me know that a lot of people have ties to that hospital. A lot of people say they were born in this hospital. I was like, that's really interesting because my sister was born in this hospital. So it's kind of like a cycle. Like, so we kind of connected there. And at the end, it was really straightforward. I wouldn't say it lasted long. The time now is what time is it? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna say it lasted maybe an hour, maybe a little under. I made sure to ask questions. I made sure to answer her questions to the best of my ability and always put a spin on it. She didn't really ask too much. It was more of a conversation, which made me feel better because I was like, okay, I'm able to kind of speak on what I know without feeling so pressured. I can kind of talk to you, you talk to me. And there were times where it was just a little quiet, and I was like, I'm not going to say anything dumb. So I guess we'll just look at each other, you know? So at the end, she was like, it was very nice meeting you. I'll be talking to the recruiter. You'll hear back from me in about 2 days, which the recruiter let me know is usually the time frame. But I feel really good about it. I feel like I did what I needed to do. And at the end, she was like, yeah, I really love your smile. I hope to see you again, and things like that. So I think she liked me. I definitely liked her. And the unit, the way she was talking about it, it sounds like they have a good work culture and they're doing really well. And I'm also interested that there are going to be so many new grads coming in with me, because the ICU is not going to be easy. So it'll be nice to have my own little village, if you will. I don't know how it'll be, but I'm thinking that we're all going to be friends. I know I'm friendly, so I'm hoping that we can use each other to like better ourselves and just do what we need to do, because at the end of the day, we're all new to this. We all want to be nurses. We want to be safe. We want to help the patients have the most positive outcomes, do everything in the best of our ability to make sure that that's happening. And I just want to make sure that I help nurses that come behind me, which is why I'm kind of leaning more to the management side, but that's another conversation for another day. So yes, if you have any questions, leave them below. But overall, my interview was not too hard. She asked a few questions, and some of the statements that she made, when I say we were talking like conversationally, I know she was looking for certain things and I picked up on it. So even though you're in an interview, keep it professional. You can laugh here and there, you can keep it light, but make sure that when you end that call, they know what you're about. They know about your personality, they know about your education, they know your goals, and just make sure that when you do speak about your goals, just because my interviewer asked about advancement and things like that, does not mean that you should bring it up. Pay, you shouldn't bring up. You shouldn't talk about, oh yeah, I'm going to be on this unit and then I'm going to go do this, because they're not going to hire you. She was telling me, you know, sometimes the turnover can be high. And why do you think that 6 new grads are going to be in the ICU? Come on. So you have to be smart about it that way. Just make sure that you're on your stuff. You know what you need to know. I didn't get any scenario questions for the most part. I got more so leadership questions and the ability to learn things that I've seen, but no scenarios, which I'm grateful for. So I will upload this and then I'll let you guys know in 2 days what happened. So yeah, just be kind. I was nervous, but I try to go into job interviews knowing what I know, knowing what I don't know, and being able to basically talk my way out of things. So if I just take my time. I just try to act like I already have the position. It's me that's trying to get to know more about you. And if you go in with that mentality, I feel like you do a lot better, because everyone's nervous. They're like, oh my gosh, what if they don't like me? Well, how do I look? Do I have this, that? Look, you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. So just take your time, know what you need to know, and ask questions. When they say tell me about yourself, that is the perfect time to fit in a lot of things. You want to fit in that mission, you want to fit in your personality, things that you've done. And then at the end, make sure you say, you know, I want to put the classroom knowledge into clinical practice, and I want to make sure that I'm the safe nurse. I want to, you know, better my skills. You have to make sure that you say you want to be a better nurse, especially as a new grad. So I hope this video helps somebody. I would have loved a video like this, because everyone kind of made me a little nervous. It was good that I was prepared, but sometimes it's not that in-depth. Sometimes they know what they're looking for, and maybe it's because of COVID right now that there are a lot of positions that need to be filled. But yeah, I think it went really well. So thanks for watching. Bye.